Boom, boom. Ba-bum-bum. Alright. And away we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody in internet land. How we doing out there, everybody? Ghostly, welcome in. How you doing, Ghostly? Ha sensu. Bum, 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 ba, 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 bo. Is everything okay? Let's see here. Let me just make sure everything's working, because for whatever reason, guess who's off work? Oh, Ghostly, you got vacation time? Hell yes, till the 5th. Oh shit, you've got some real vacation time. Hell yeah. That's what, 3 weeks or 2 weeks? Wait. Yeah, it's like 2.5 weeks. Okay. Hell yeah, fucking freedom! Hell yeah. Okay, it's normal basis closed for today. Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure how they do. Moon Runes, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? But hell yeah, I wasn't sure how much bases do vacation if they actually do get sent home. So it's good for you. I was gonna say, man, 2 weeks. Man, 2 weeks off. Ghostly, what are you gonna do? The chaos that you can get up to. I'm sure the world is not ready. It's holiday block leave. Okay, they send home all the kiddos. Moon Runes, I'm good. You're set up upstairs with my heated blanket, ready to get some more words. Hell yes, Moon Runes. I am fucking jealous of you for that. I am ready to be on a heated blanket. Actually, it's still too warm here, because LA, but at least wrapped up in a blanket, just ready to. Although I'll probably just take a nap. He does not need more character. He has more than enough character, for fuck's sake, right? Brother, I'm gonna fucking sleep. Yeah, Ghostly, yes. I definitely rest. You've been doing a lot, so definitely take it easy. Oh, is it wintry 80 again? Yeah, it might not have hit 80, but it's definitely high 70s. The fact that my tortoise has not gone into hibernation yet is telling. He keeps being about to go. He keeps all right, I'm gonna go hibernate so I won't see him for a few days, and then he'll. Oh no, it was 81 today. That tracks. Yeah. Is it gonna be cold? Okay. Well, we'll see if the actual winter starts now. But yeah, it's supposed to cool off finally. But yeah, it was another 80+ day. The tortoise is awake. It is not yet winter. That's how I can tell. The tortoise is what tells. For tonight's sprints, Ghostly will be editing pictures. Oh, that sounds cool, Ghostly. Hell yeah. I can't wait. I have the next 5 days off. You have 5 days off next week. Yeah, for the holidays. Aside from the holiday. Oh shit. Oh, so you have 5 days. Oh wow. So you got a full on. You have a full on thing. Hell yeah. I know. So that's kind of what this whole week has kind of gotten screwed up. Because I was supposed to be wrapped up with all my corporate work on Tuesday, and it has just drug on. And they closed down the offices on Friday, so I'm assuming they just want all this stuff done before Friday. So there is a chance I will be working off stream for the sprints, if they have notes they want me to do. But if not, then I'll try to get some words done. But I may have contracted something, because starting yesterday, I was not feeling super great, and it has continued into today. Hell yeah, I love this for you. Oh yeah, I have Saturdays off. Yeah, exactly. Well, break out the memes, Ghostly. Wait, are they meme pictures, Ghostly, or I'm assuming they're pictures you've been taking with the camera? Although it'd be funny if Ghostly's just creating a database of memes. Just editing. When Ghostly's editing pictures, it means editing all the memes. Airbnb needs to be visited by some ghosts for this holiday season. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's not the worst thing. It's just lasted longer than I thought it was. Um, and they also sent me a new laptop, so I'm like also getting everything carried over on it. It's just a lot of that crap. I only get 108 during I only get 108 during lunch, so I'm hoping I can finish this new opening for chapter. The fact that you even got 108 words done, Moon Runes, is crazy to me. Good on you. The fact that you get any words done during lunch is so impressive. I feel like I need to shout that out because how consistently you're able to do that blows me away. If if I could get words done during a lunch break, I'd feel like I could conquer the world. I did. It's just so impressive. Um, no, I was using my sunset lamp to take. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Ghostly. Those lamps are cool. You can get some good. I don't know how good the quality of the light is that comes out of them, but I do really like the color and the way that you can make. I don't know. It's dynamic lighting, and dynamic lighting always looks fun, particularly if you can do some interesting things. If you're trying to light certain objects. Moon Runes is a powerhouse. Yeah, yes, she is. I can barely focus enough to eat during lunch. Yeah. Usually I'm working through lunch, but I'm not working on words or writing. I'm usually just doing corporate work or something else I have to take care of. For some reason, it works really well. I guess I'm body doubling everyone. There, that makes sense, Moon Runes. Now that you know what? Now that you put it that way, it makes perfect sense. Because, yeah, you are, I guess in theory, you are just body doubling everybody. So, that's kind of perfect. I'll send some if I finish any. Hell yeah, Ghostly. Yeah, I'd love to see him. Yeah, so that was going to be my Winter Wonderland goal, was to try to go out and actually do some more photography and more, photography and filming a few things. I have my to-go camera all set up, so I just need to actually, leave the house and also not be sick or whatever's going on. Hell yeah, looking forward to it. Also, apologies, it's been a day. Hi, Ghostly. Yeah, no, you're good, Cryptid. I mean, that's the vibe today. That has been the vibe. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I will also, because this will probably be the last stream for the year, I will probably also be updating I will also be updating the movies. You will get the big bulk of formative Twilight movies in the next batch. I dub it the Fetus Decides to Make Movies tier of films, and it's going to cover 13 to I think 18. 13 to, yeah, it's pretty much the perennial high school film nerd film school. So you'll get all the goodies, all the wild goodies in that batch. But I'll do that before, so if people want to catch some movies over the holidays, they can. Hello, my wonderful people. I know we got all the best folks, hanging out today. So it's a good vibe. It's a good way to go end the year. It's a good crew to end the year with. So thanks for being here, everybody. All the best people. Oh no, it's already gone to her head. Ghostly is the real star of these streams usually. Oh no, it's already got. I love these chapter titles of your future autobiography, Muppet. I mean, I stole Fetus from Ghostly. That the joke was that I used, because Ghostly always referred to herself as a fetus. So I decided if we're gonna list movies based on how young I was when I watched them, Fetus was a good starting point. Yeah. What? Good lord. Who knows what autobiography? There are many, many titles. It's just gonna be like Muppet, Muppet, like Muppet Thoughts, but Muppet a memoir. But I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get some alliteration going there, but my brain's not working. The Curmudgeon Muppet. Yeah, Curmudgeon Muppet could work too. Yeah. A life well grumped. That's true too. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah. What else do we have going on? You're gonna have to be kind to me tonight, folks. The brain is not working. the Numenoir, like the Silmarillion. I mean, oh, like the Numenorians from Tolkien. I mean, Silmarillion's my favorite Tolkien. The Numenor. I like the Numenor's good. That has like a very that definitely has a very grand sense to it. Um, uh, this is very great. Okay, I'll try not to roast you too terribly. Well, the roasting is fine. You're just gonna uh, you're just gonna. I might not be able to end sentences. They may just stop, and I'll just stare into space blankly for a while. Yeah, no, there's a lot of water going on. There's a lot of water. I'm really. I went to a holiday party, a big Christmas party at one of our old and traditional LA places that I know a lot of the people that work there, so they invited us. And I am a little worried that those gross people got me sick. So we'll see. Hopefully not, but it's possible. The days would line up correctly. Oh no, you got. Yeah, I mean yeah. I mean it's one of those like closed door Hollywood or like closed door parties, so like employees only and then people they invite. And so I was not expecting it to get crazy, but there was a lot of people. It was like crammed full of people. So that was so it like usually when you get that many people together crammed in a enclosed space, you run the risk. You run the risk. But it was a good time other than that. Oh, cheap viewers. Thanks, Steam Boo. Thank you, Cryptid. Now you know why the door is always closed. Yeah, right. Yep. But it was a good time. But if I got sick, thus is the price. All right. Well, do we get started? Do we just roll right into the day, or let's see. How do we do this? How does one stream? How do we do it? I hope the food and company. Yeah, the company was fun. Yeah, it was wild. I mean, I know a lot of the people there. A lot of the people who work there. There were some surprises though. There was a little bit of a shocking surprise that kind of threw me for a loop. Someone showed up who's actually like high up on my list of want to work with someday. And I was not expecting that, so that definitely threw me for a loop. But other than that, it was like it's all just people I've known for years. Or is this a Twilight secret? Yeah. I'm not gonna pull the Hollywood card. I'm not gonna pull the Hollywood card and just start being like name dropping folks, but. But it was just an actor I've always wanted to work with. And I did not expect anyone to be there like that. But it is a kind of, it was the holiday party for the filmmaking bar. It was for the the filmmaker writer bar party. So these are people I've known for almost 15 years. Yeah, I wish it was Willem Dafoe. No, it's not Willem Dafoe. What does it rhyme with? So we can play the guessing game. What does it rhyme with? Was that Nicholas? No. That would be in New Orleans if it was the Cage, if it was the Supreme Cage. No, it was I'm trying to think of. I can't even. My brain. It can't even. I'm trying to do like rhymes. I guess the first name would rhyme with Austin. There you go. Austin. It would rhyme with Austin, I guess. But yeah, I'm trying to think what the last name would rhyme with. It's not that important. It was just a wild sort of weird experience. in a lot of ways. All right. Austin, it rhymes with Austin. Yeah, surprise, it was Austin Butler. It was not Austin Butler. But yeah. So anyway, it was a fun time, but I'm pretty sure someone there got me sick. So, all right, folks, we're looking for a guy named Shostin. Yeah. I guess, I guess, you know what? I guess the last name could rhyme with Herbert, like Frank Herbert. Frank Herbert. Yeah. So yeah. There you go. There you go. Then I'll let chat figure that out. But we should probably dive in to our Shostin Sherbert. That is, if that is not a fucking name, we should absolutely go with it. Shostin Sherbert is a badass name. You know what? That might be my Hollywood name. I'm changing my Hollywood name to Shostin Sherbert now. But all right. Well, we should let me go get water, and then we might as well just dive into our first sprint. Nope, no ads. We've nuked the ads. I've nuked the ads for now, at least. No ads. He wants to work with himself, folks. Ghostly, haven't you railed about like actors that also direct? Like the like the most egotistical people in the world. I'm pretty sure that was you, Ghostly. It was somebody. I remember somebody railing against actors that direct. Yes, I hate them usually. They're just like, well, Coolzilla, you know, that's Coolzilla. Coolzilla is Ghostly, yet that is my dream job. The duality of man, exactly, Ghostly. Oftentimes, we hate in others what we see in ourselves, and you may just hate them for their capacity or their ability financially to do it. But you can always star in the things you direct, Ghostly. That is always a possibility. Sometimes even required. Sometimes you just have to. If you can't get anybody else. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm a cameo in pretty much every. I'm pretty much a cameo in every movie I've made. I am in it somewhere, so, but I'm not starring in it usually. But all right, let's go get water. And then we'll dive on into our first sprint when I get back. All right, everybody. All right, wait, we got the water. All right. Dude, your camera is so goated. Like, these pictures, fucking gold. Eat your heart out, Tarantino. Hell yes, Ghostly. If your success as a filmmaker is based on just you trying to outdo Tarantino, I am in full support of this. I know he doesn't take pictures, but he takes pictures, but he could go kick some Campbells for all I care. Well, I hate him too. This is sometimes some of us just don't need to be above. It could just be to outdo someone. We're like, no, man, no. Yeah, that's the problem with Tarantino. I mean, there's a lot of problems with Tarantino, but and I'm a defender of his some of his recent films. But yeah, it's totally fine to find success out of spite. There's a great Alan Moore quote about that um, where he talks about where he talks about a completely egotistical desire to be the best who's ever done it. That's like it. And I'm like, I respect that from an old bearded wizard man. I respect the honesty there of just being like, nah, man, I want to be better than all these fools. It's like, hey, man, good for you. But I believe in you, Ghostly. I think you can. I think you can shame Tarantino. Uh, starting small, but I think you can accomplish great things. Shaming the Quentin. All right. Why don't we dive on in and go ahead and start our first sprint? I'm gonna throw up my tunes. So so obviously feel free to mute if it's not your vibe. Thank you, Sensei Nero. Thank you. I appreciate that. I too have spent much of my life trying to be a better filmmaker out of spite. So I appreciate someone continuing to carry the torch. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We'll catch you on the other side. Oh, okay. I guess that's just not gonna work. All right. All right. 1 second, because everything decided it wanted to stop working. All right, cool. All right, happy writing, everybody. If I switch off stream, it is because I have to do corporate work. So, yeah. Oh, you missed something. Carmela just got home. Oh no! I hope Carmela's okay. I hope they're all right. Had to catch up, but looked like nothing got fired. Okay, that's good. But I hope everything's okay, Cryptid. Sounds like you've got a lot going on, so definitely take it easy too. All right, happy writing, everybody. We'll catch you on the other side, and away we go. All right. That was the end of the sprint. It actually snuck up on me. I was starting to feel it. I was starting to get on a roll. But yeah, hopefully the words treated you all well. Oh, let me go ahead and start the down timer. Where'd we go? Where are we? Bam. There we go. All right. Break time. Boom, boom. All right. Kind of hoping now that they're not going to talk to me for the rest of the day. I'm secretly hoping that that's... I did take a phone call, and that's the secret sign, is that they are not going to call me, and I'm done with Corpo work today. Mainly because after stream, I mostly just want to go, like, curl up on the couch and put on a movie or something. I don't know if have I gone off on this? So, speaking of, I think Tarantino actually, like, reminded me of this, because I'm having an experience I had similar to Tarantino, where it's a director I generally don't like, making movies, whose films I generally don't like, making a batch of movies, or in the most recent case, a film that I like. Not just do I like it, but it actually might be my favorite movie from the year. We'll see though, because I do know that this one. But there's another filmmaker, Yorgos Lanthimos, who did like Killing of a Sacred Deer, The Lobster, Pretty Things, Pretty Things. I think was the big Oscar one a couple years ago or 2 years ago. But he became famous because of a film called Dogtooth, which came out when I was in college. Anyway, so I have never liked his movies. I hate it. Yeah, Poor Things. Thank you, Cryptid. Yes, Poor Things. So I've never liked his movies. I just don't. I don't think he's like a bad director. He also did The Favorite, which everyone keeps telling me I need to watch The Favorite because I would actually like that one. I will now go watch it. But I hated Dogtooth. It just felt like it felt like Solo, but not as like, it doesn't go as hard as Solo, and it's just trying to be like clever. I don't know. It felt like too pretentiously clever for me. So anyway. And I felt the same about Killing of a Sacred Deer and The Lobster. But so he made another he made another movie that came out this year called Begonia, and it's based off a Korean film, it's adapted from a Korean film that came out in the early, like around 2000, 2001, which I have not seen yet, and I'm gonna watch it. But I went on someone said it was their favorite movie of the year, and I was like, okay, I'll go check this out, and it, like, not only did I like it, but it actually had, like, it kind of focused on what I saw was the biggest, like, missed opportunity from Weapons. Because I really liked Weapons, but there were some things that really bugged me about Weapons. Which, if you haven't seen Weapons, I highly recommend. It's very good. It's a good, like, little spooky horror movie. Very well directed. Zach Krieger's a fantastic director. But Begonia, it's got, like, Emma Stone in it, and Jesse Plemons. And it, I think it might be my favorite movie of the year. And this is a filmmaker I do not like. And so now I'm having that similar, because I had this experience with Tarantino when I saw Inglourious Bastards and Django. Because I really like those two movies, even though I generally don't like Tarantino movies. So anyway... I'm having that same thing, but if you end up getting a chance, I highly recommend checking out Begonia. It is not what you think it is, and it's really, really, really good. It's a really good movie. Moon Runes, you almost done with the scene? Hell yes, Moon Runes, kick ass. And I'm gonna have to remake an Ango meme pretentious. Oh, there you go. Turn all the art pieces into those film posters. I am a fan of pretentious film posters. I'm not gonna lie. You said the hubris? All right, Ghostly. What do we got here? Let's see the hubris. Oh, these are great. Oh shit! Look at that. Oh, I like the light. Oh, is this with the sunlight you were talking about? The lighting's cool. Yes, I do see the irony of me hating on director-actors, and I ignore it. I will ignore this! Yeah, I feel it, Ghostly. It's fine. I do really like the lighting. Let's see here. Okay. All right, all right. You're doing well with faces. I mean, it's kind of it's a pain because you're having to capture. Are you on a tripod, Ghostly, or are you holding it? I'm just curious, practically speaking. Um, yes, I know it's not. Yeah, don't worry, Ghostly. It's fine. It's good. It's not the best quality because Discord won't let me send the nicer ones. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's the same broken tripod. Got it. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. These look. I mean, the color's great. The color's fantastic. You're okay. You got a nice edge light in that wider shot, which is very good. Um, okay. The one thing I will say, if you want to try to experiment with something, go say give you a Rembrandt. Um, when you're doing like lighting like that, I use my mother's Photoshop a smidge. Oh, okay, so you've been touching these up. These aren't straight out of camera. Okay. The now this I love is just Brad Pitt doing the we're gonna be doing one thing and one thing only. Yeah, exactly. Um, the warm calls to you. This was Piper's plan all along. Yes. Oh no. Once I'll probably go rear for bed. The heated blanket's taking me out. Moon runes, 100%. Also, it looks like you're in a very comfy spot because the picture of you with the picture of you with Piper is absolutely adorable, and I'm like, how does one get work done when Piper's just like, nah, you are not. You are not getting work done. You are here to hang out with me. Um, my biggest issue is still the lack of being able to autofocus. So, yeah, I mean, clearly, so the focus is adjusting. Because your depth of field changes, so I can tell from the images that the focus is adjusting because you have a tight which is telephoto focusing on the eye, which works, and then you have a wider one. So I can tell you're in focus, so it is adjusting the focus. Yeah. No, it's the fact that you have no control over the focus is a problem because particularly when you're doing movie stuff or you're filming a thing, you want to be able to we call it a rack focus, where you can just change the focus from the front plane to the back plane or back plane to the front plane. You see it in movies all the time. But these are parts of the tools they are important to have. Um, it actually has reminded me a little bit when I had to film on video cameras when I was growing up. Because video cameras were famous for just having deep focus. Kind of like behind me, where most everything behind me is pretty much in focus with me. Um, which is not a bad thing, but if that's all you can do, it's a problem. So, um, I do like the wider one. The wider one I like. Your framing and positioning as a subject is good there. You always want to go 3/4. 3/4 is a lot more interesting unless you're trying to shoot a face directly. So if you're off a little bit, but if you want a little bit of a Rembrandt, so like on the stream camera here, if you favor the darks, if you favor, I forget everything's reversed. If you favor the dark side, so more of your face is on the dark side than the light side. We call that Rembrandt. Like we always joke that that's the Rembrandt. If you ever look up the painter, one of the best. He's one of the best artists who's ever painted with light. But a Rembrandt, it's essentially if you shoot where a majority of the face is dark with a little bit of light on the eye, and then you have the least favored side of the face actually the one that is lit and exposed. That gives you really, really dramatic. It tends to look cinematic. It gives you cinematic lighting. So if you try to do that, but with some of the sort of textured light you're using with the sunlight, you might be able to get some really interesting things. Because the only thing right now is that the lighting is flat. Generally, not always. Now, keep in mind, rules are meant to be broken, especially in filmmaking. Never feel like a rule is an actual rule. It's like every art form, I guess. But the biggest thing is going to be is you want to try to avoid totally flat lighting. Colored lighting is fine, but you want to generally avoid a wash. So we call that washing. You wash it out. You wash the face out. So you want to. It's your the wider shot, in my opinion, as a subject is better posed, and the composition is better in terms of what you're trying to do, but the lighting is washed. So unless you're trying to go for sort of the bright look like that, you might want to I would at least experiment with trying to like, so like right now I've got, we would always call this a key light. I got one light over here that's giving me the light side of my face, and then it favors the dark, although the camera auto adjusts constantly. But it generally, it's a lot more dynamic. You get a lot more texture, you get a lot more depth with the light if you try to mix it up a little bit in terms of what's being exposed. Okay, yeah, so you're going for the washed out. Definitely. That's because you can, a washed out look is useful. We use it all the time for certain things. So if you're going for a washed out look, yeah, you're succeeding admirably. But like for the close one, I would like particularly on the eyes. That's usually you want to get some harsh, because that's a very noir shot, because you want to get some harder lines from the light there. So I would say to make that look a little bit more dynamic, you could probably just do that with the light. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so that's the other thing, is usually with eyes, if you're really targeted with your lighting, you can make the light pop while things are dark still. So anyway, sorry everybody, that was a Wildlight going on a tirade about lighting and camera. Anyway, sorry everybody. Let me catch up on chat really quick, because I literally just babbled on forever. Moonrunes. Piper knows how to play me like a fiddle. She always gets her way. That's all cats, and to be honest, they generally deserve it. But yeah, I get that. Tuscany is the same. That's why she's under the heated blanket in the middle of the living room. It's maternity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, worth the money 100%. Yep, exactly. Cryptid. Because your sensei must be the drama queen, that's why I've learned intentionally dramatic stream lighting. It's just cinematic. It's hard not to. I don't like I'm not a huge fan of washed light. I rarely ever use it, or I try not to use it if I can help it. It's just a taste thing for me. With hints of dive bar. Well, yeah, dive bar. I am a trash panda for sure. I was going to, let's see. Oh, Nell, welcome in. Hello, Nell. It redeemed extended sprint. All right, we will do a 50-minute sprint. Nell's keeping us productive today. Thank you, Nell. All right, hold on one sec. Let me get that set up, and then we'll go ahead and dive into the sprint here. Sorry, folks. Going a little long here while I ramble. It makes the eyes pop a little more. Yeah. Now, see, the trick is going to be how to make, it's gonna be how do you make the eyes pop without having to wash it? Because that's fantastic. That's the magic. That's the where you get the sparkle in the eye. Because you really what you're trying to do is you're almost always trying to give eyes a little bit. If you want a really funny thing, if you've ever seen Lord of the Rings, this is like how even on big budget movies you'll oftentimes see people just do the wackiest, cheapest stuff possible. So with Galadriel in Fellowship of the Ring, you know how she's supposed to look all like majestic and crazy. It's Cate Blanchett. So, but they have her on that. They shoot her all soft. They get everything to look very soft. So what they did to get her eyes to pop, because her eyes just were not popping enough, and they just didn't. They wanted more. So what they did is they got Christmas lights and wrapped them around a giant board, and pretty much just had her look directly into this giant board of Christmas lights while they filmed it. So if you watch the movie, if you watch Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring, if you look really closely, you can actually see they're blotched in her eyes, obviously, but that's the whole thing. So anyway, that's a little trick you can do to try to make eyes pop, is if you get sparkly lights and just bring them over and try to see if you can get the light to catch in your eyes. It'll actually make your eyes sparkle. It's interesting. It's an interesting little trick. But they do it on big budget movies. Okay, never apologize for a teaching moment. Nell, though I will say I popped in and immediately felt oh no, I'm sorry, Nell. I'm struggling myself with that because I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick. Rest as much as you need. It's a day for medical wristbands here too. Yeah, exactly. Or as we like to joke, oh sweet new chronic illness club kids bands. Ooh, yeah, that's the vibe. My mother has been an amateur photographer for over 10 years. I was planning on having her oversight. Oh, for photography? Yeah, I mean she's gonna know. She's been doing photography for a long time. She'll have a lot of tricks of the trade. Um, but a lot of those things will carry over to film as well. Like just is like motion filming too. It's not just limited to photography. Um, CS6. Oh, Photoshop. Yeah, the last period of Photoshop before everything became subscription based. The monsters. The little swoosh of white looks good suits you. In my gray hair. Well, I appreciate that. No, thank you. That's homegrown stress and age right there. That's just doing its thing. But I'll take the weird rogue flip. That's what my buddy calls it. He calls it my rogue hair flip. That's how I have it. I have a workaround. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I that's how I used to use. I don't use Premiere or Final. I don't use them anymore. But stress and age, ancient younger than me. I started. Yeah, but I also started growing. I started going gray when I was 23. So I got my first gray hairs in my early 20s. That I cannot say on the Lord's Twitch, but if you ask nicely on Twitch, I'll share there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I didn't migrate over. I For a while I had to use the subscription based Adobe while I was working, but unfortunately, I have boycotted all Adobe at this point. I think I was 24 when I got my first gray. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's. I think it's because I was a bright. I think it's because I have all these blonde hairs that, um, because I was bright blonde or dirty blonde when I was a kid, and then it slowly turned brown. So anyway, Ghostly, I need food right now. So okay. Wait a minute, you can't just cheat. Whatever. Whatever. All right, we should dive into our first sprint. We got a longer sprint coming up anyway. So good enough. Go win. Thanks, Ghostly. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with our sprints. We'll see you all on the other side. Happy riding, everybody, and away we go. All right, and we are back from our sprints. Although I'm just uh, learning all these app things. But welcome back, everybody. We'll go and start the down timer. I also think I might be getting a fever. I don't know. Could make for some interesting conversation because colors are starting to look weird. So it's gonna be a good time, everybody. You're gonna see my brain actually melt. Um, I would worry about being predatory since it's an app just for. Oh, that's right. Snapchat's the one where it is just pictures, right? Like you don't just message. I thought you message people? I thought you just message, or is it? Because wasn't Snapchat at least okay? We're going back in time. Snapchat was originally where you would like put filters on your face and stuff, right? And send that to your friends. That was what that was. Okay, you can message call. Oh, I got you. Okay, go. Okay. So it's like a full thing. Okay. Okay, because the vibe I'm getting, but pictures the main thing. Okay, because the vibe I'm getting is like this would be someone older trying to communicate with people on Snapchat is what I'm assuming is the equivalent of like the the post college grad hanging out at like the senior high school parties or whatever, where you're like everyone's like that's creepy, like you're being a creep. You know, yeah, I'm assuming that's the thing. Okay. Yeah, that's why it's a red flag, where it's clearly just older people being scuzzy and strange. Because, back in my day as an old man, it was just an old guy hanging out at, like, the freshman college parties. That everybody just kind of was like, let's all move away from that guy. Actually, the two guys who owned the hookah and coffee bar, the 24-hour hookah and coffee bar that I used to work at, they were kind of like that. Or they always liked to have parties with like they were dudes in their like 40s, and it was like it was a little sus. Unless you're really autistic and it goes over your head until someone swoops in to save you. Gotcha. Yeah. And no, that's not a story I can tell here. Oh, great, great. That's not good. That's not good at all. All right. So, public service announcement: don't be weird, and be on Snapchat. I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought that Snapchat like didn't exist anymore. I I didn't realize it was still a thing because I heard about it when it came out, but I actually thought it just had assumed it had gone out of business. I have had Snap for a few years, and I use it every few months when I remember I have it to send my three friends I have on there. you just just so yeah, so you've got like it's like one of those sort of things where it's like this is how I communicate with these three people specifically. I mean that makes sense. I guess yeah, like there's no reason for you to I guess be handing out your snaps or whatever. I'm fine. It was a long time ago and not on Snap. Okay, yeah, that would have been probably less dangerous to be honest. Ugh, yeah, yeah. I mean, we had some weird stuff go down when I was in college with a lot of friends of mine who were dealing with scuzzballs and weirdos who were much older. Uh, if you got a lot of people on the Snap, it makes you look like a play. Wait. Okay, wait. Is that real, Ghostly? Is that so? Okay, okay, this is what's fascinating to me. This is like what actually makes me curious about how this stuff works. So it's not just it is not just a neutral chill app then where people like say like Instagram or Facebook was where people just add their friends and their whole social network is like on there. Like if your Snap is specifically for you got a lot of shotties and a lot of streaks with you be playing. Well, Jesus Christ, Ghostly, I might be way too sick for whatever the fuck that you just said. Wait, you got a lot of shotties and you got streaks with you be playing. So little of that makes sense to me. Ghostly, I'm struggling. Let me rephrase. I know. I'm sorry, Ghostly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're all having to like walk me through this. Well, because that's what's interesting to me is now it's like okay, so if you have a big social network on there, if you're seen as a player, so points to pin post. Oh, take some Tylenol. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's too late for that now. It's too late. We're just gonna do this last sprint, and then I'm just gonna go melt into the floor. Um, it is too late now. Too late. Too late. Okay. Um. So Snapchat. Uh. So Snapchat is a like. Do kids use it as a hookup app? Then is it being used as like a dating app? Is that I? That's all I can assume at this point. If you only give your Snapchat out to like people you're maybe if you have a lot of people on your Snapchat and that makes you seem like a player. Well, I've got to make some schism changes now. Yeah, I mean, sounds like I might at least have to throw in a mention of Snapchat. I didn't realize it was that common. I literally thought that Snapchat was like a dead company. I hear about it. I heard about it for like 2 years and then I never heard about it again. So I just assumed it was gone. Um, if one has a lot of people you talk to, usually the other gender, okay, sure, obviously not always, and you have streaks with them. Okay, messaging every day without messaging. Oh. Wait, it calculates that? Then it makes you look like you're playing the field. I got it. Okay. Okay, so a streak. Okay, so a streak. Interesting. So it tracks if you've talked to a person every. Why does it do that? Like you've got a streak going. So I guess it's like, does it like motive? What was? Now I'm wondering what the original intention of that mechanic was. I guess to keep you, yeah, definitely for engagement. All the mechanics are for engagement. It's just interesting. Yeah, all apps have that. It's just interesting that it gamifies you talking to your friends, or I guess what it would originally assume is your friends, but now it's like, yeah, it's people you're trying to either hook up with or date or whatever. It's funny that that's the assumption is if you're just talking to people, you're playing the field. Oh my god. Oh my god. So that probably means Jesus, man, dating and then the constant fear of affairs or at least like people playing the field has got to be fucking crazy now. I mean, it was always a thing, you know. It's not like that's anything new, but with the way that these wow, my brain is melting a little bit. Jesus. Okay. There's a thing like where there's like a thing where it's like, girl, why you sad about that boy? You know he's actively snapping for other girls right now, right? Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on, I need to actively snapping other four of the girls right now. Okay, I need to write this shit down, or at least like actively snapping and streak. Okay, there's gonna be notes here. There's gonna be notes here. I need to write this shit down. Hold on 1 second. Dating is awful. Yeah, I mean. Dating is rough. I think dating is rough all around, but it's got to be a fucking hellscape for young people. I can't even imagine. If I had, you know that scene in Schism between the truck driver and Iggy. There's a lot of me in there where I'm just like I would not have fucking made it, man. I would not have made it. Jesus, this is fucking hellscape. Man. Ghostly, I got you, Sensei. Thank you, Ghostly. I know. It's gonna get to the point now where when I'm trying to suss out what's going on with like young people and their dating life and just the dystopian hellscape. Ghostly's like, I'm in the trenches. Ghostly's fighting the good fight, or trying to at least. Oh, that's funny. Gee, I don't understand that lack of distrust in a person I own a house with. This is wild to me. I don't understand that lack of distrust. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. That took me a second. Yeah. Yeah. It's, I don't know, man. It's fucking wild. You know, I have a thing for, like, I just have a note. It was an article I was reading, that I kind of want to set up for like a slasher. I don't worry, Cryptid. It's fine. My brain's not working either. I was working for a slasher, but this like blew my mind. Like this was like some Carrie shit, because it was just like, it's about a mom. So apparently, what happened in this news story was this mom was like pretending to be a different person, like a catfishing essentially, but catfishing an entire bullying campaign against her own daughter, to keep her like home. Like on the surface, like they said, like it was like a loving family, like she like she wasn't like outwardly mean to her own daughter, but she was the one running this entire online like bullying campaign against her own daughter. And I guess at some point it was kind of like a, I guess like force her to rely on her, or some sort of weird cognitive dissociation. Something weird was clearly going on there. But I thought it was an interesting idea for, the calls coming from inside the house kind of thing. For like a slasher. It's dark shit. But this is like the kind of thing, like Carrie deals with a similar thing about like an overbearing, abusive mother, with a child. But it's like, it's the ways by which, because society has now shifted so much into these like these digital spaces, the ways by which we can further, like that's kind of where the term schizophrenic comes from. We can separate ourselves into these we literally fracture ourselves into these different spaces and fragment into these like different characters by which we can then express like these really like destructive, toxic personality, like ways, like against people we purportedly love. So it's just why, like it's like that, but it's like dating, it's like everything. It's like we have fractured our lives into a million tiny little pieces so we can slowly destroy each other. It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, sorry, that was a bit of a tirade. Snap is also notorious for the sending of illicit pictures. Yeah. I mean, give a bunch of horny teenagers a camera. What do they do? Sure. Because all pictures and videos delete after 24 hours if you don't save them. Yeah, which is probably because so many people, that's actually one of the reasons why people don't go to parties anymore. One of the reasons why people don't misbehave or go to parties or do things anymore is because of the fear of it winding up online. Because we've created a surveillance state. It's just we do it to ourselves. The government doesn't need to install cameras. We are self-policing each other in a really kind of psychotic way. So that makes sense, yeah. That makes sense. That one, that's the appeal of Snapchat, too. That's how people would use it. I am happy if she's talking to people. I want her to have more friends. It's good if she's taking time to keep in... Yeah, that's yeah, of course, Cryptid. That's psychotic. I can't imagine living a life where I'm constantly worried who my nesting partner is talking to. That sounds exhausting. For real, man. And she knows who I'm talking to because she roasts me about it. This is what I term the poly comedy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense, Cryptid. Gotta break out the Coolzilla mask for the... Ghostly, we're in a surveillance state, points to artboard. Points at artboard. Wait, what? What? Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah. It's so good. Wait, you're propo? Wait, what? What? Oh, your propaganda. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Except for now we're the objects of our own. We do it to ourselves. We have learned to love Big Brother. Big Brother just is the. It's propaganda. It's just facts. That's true. It is just facts. At least here, it's just facts. You're with the worm overlord. There's no propaganda, just facts. The government does not lie. Nobody lies. It's nothing but truth here. Mm-hmm. What is it? Buy more now and be happy. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna do one more sprint. Big Brother brings distraction. Distraction is the savior of boredom, death. That's true. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean keeping people occupied on essentially addictive machines. You know that it's like crack to us. I mean it's worse than drugs in a lot of ways. I mean there's been studies about how bad quote unquote terminally online or at least phone addiction is. It's real. It's not a made up thing. If you're distracted, you can't take care of yourself or lead a rebellion. Who said that? I mean, someone has definitely said that. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, or in that case, that's also why things like controlled opposition exist, for the illusion of distraction, the illusion of progress. All right, we're going to dive in to our last sprint. This will be the last sprint of the night. We will see if I don't insert. Yeah, exactly. Insert Andor monologue. Exactly. But thank you, Ghostly. Thank you for educating me on the world of Snapchat. I do really appreciate it. It is deeply informative. It's stuff I probably never would have been able to extract because I just wouldn't even have known to look. So I do thank you for that. It is really helpful. All right. Yeah. Okay. Sprint. I, I'm starting. I'm starting to sweat. Okay. All right. Happy writing, everybody, and we'll see you on the other side. And away we go. Alrighty, everybody. There we go. And that is the end of that sprint. Pencils down, everybody. Pencils down. Alright. Well, we're gonna call it there for the evening. Sensei, fucking go to bed. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be fine. Yep, nope, I'm gonna go watch an unhinged movie. I'm about to have a great night, everybody. I don't know. I'm actually pretty stoked for tonight. At least when you're pretty sure you're sick, you get a lot of excuses. So I at least now know I have an excuse to do nothing but just sit there. So I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna watch some wild stuff. So it'll be fun. All right. But yeah, that'll be the end of, it'll be the last stream of the year. So, for everybody out there, happy holidays. I hope you have a good new year. Be good holidays. Yeah, tell the Corpos to eat rocks for sure. But yeah, take care of yourselves, everybody. And, have a good holidays. Have a good time with family and friends. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Yes, and tomorrow, yeah, and then tomorrow there'll be the clubhouse thing. So yeah, I'll pop in. I mean, I don't know how long I'll be there for, but we'll try to be there for as long as I can. But for everyone else out there, love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. And we'll catch you all on the new year. All right. Yes, and you have fun too, Ghostly. Have fun. Go have a good time making and over the holidays have a good time making movies and stuff. Yep. All right, take care, everybody. Adios.